Hi and hello, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this live here on YouTube. I am supposed to be waiting for Flo from Bad Girls Club, and so that's what I'm doing. I just recently spoke to her on the phone, so hopefully she'll be here very, very soon. But in the meantime, I definitely wanted to come live to you. Please excuse my little aroma crocodile. I'm gonna scoot it over out of the view like that, if you don't mind. So please excuse me being like at 6 o'clock on the dot because it was kind of a journey to get here today. You guys know that I've kind of been having a super emotional day. I told you guys that earlier. I did let you guys know that I expect this to be like one of those very real sessions. Guys, give me like 5 minutes. By the way, if you're not a part of Teahive movie night, not 5 minutes, 5 seconds. If you're not a part of Teahive movie night on YouTube, please make sure you guys jump over there ASAP. Let me go get my tablet so we can hit up Flo and see what's going on. 'Cause she should have definitely been here. Let's see. What is going on with Flo? Okay, I'm back with my tablet. See, I did say 15 seconds. I did say 15 seconds. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. All right. Been an emotional day. Crying. Okay. I sent it to your DM. I'll text you. Hold on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, I just texted it to you, Flo. So hopefully we can get Flo in here as soon as possible. Got a little sinuses going on. Let me put on the, so we're gonna wait for Flo. I'm gonna put on the air and we will go from there. All right. Oh, okay. All right, here goes Flo. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. Hello, beautiful.
I look crazy right now. I just came out the shower. I was like, let me just do this because when I do a reading, I like to be nice and fresh and clean, and I like to have everything just cleansed and cleared the whole home. So I just jumped on here.
Beautiful. I've been having such an emotional morning.
Don't,
I've
don't,
really been purging.
wait. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me
Okay.
nothing. Nothing,
Okay.
because you don't need to tell me. I've been feeling all of your emotions today. I
Okay.
felt everything. Every time are we live yet?
Yes, we are live.
Every time I'm about to read somebody or I'm doing like a mediumship, I will feel the person's energy. So I'm just trying to figure out how. Anyway, I don't need to look at the comments, but I was gonna say I was trying to figure out how I can look at the comments
I
and talk.
suggest you get on another device. Like I have my tablet in my hand
So do it with the.
to look at the comments and just come to my channel.
Oh, I got it. I understand. I did this last time with Tyler. I get it.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Great. All right.
so like for me it says 28, but the channel that I'm on
I
it
got you.
says 9 right now. So but there's actually 28 people watching because
Okay.
we're on different platforms.
I'm in it right now. I'm watching. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to. Okay. So I want to share something with you and everybody else. When I was sitting down getting my I was waiting for my facial to get done, right? I kept hearing something from a grandmother. Now, here's why I called you that day. Remember, I called you and I was like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?"
Yes.
Because she was telling me to call you. Now, when she speaks to me, she's very like Okay. So the way I'm
Are you
hearing
talking
her,
about my grandma?
a grandma energy. That's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now another thing I'm going to show you. This is what I've been writing down since before we even started talking. I'm going to explain to you what.
Okay.
So first of all, I've been feeling your emotions all day, and I'm going to tell you I've been feeling very, very, very down, very sad, almost a depressive kind of energy, I'm going to say, because I've been depressed before. I struggle with
Right, but I won't mentally let myself get there. Like
right.
it's right at the brink.
So here's the thing. When I say depressive energy, I'm not saying depression. What I'm saying is what I have a tendency to do. It's the up and the down. So this is like, so they call it bipolar disorder, right? But that's not what I call it anymore. It's just okay. So I'm just gonna go into it, and then we could talk about other things. So I'm gonna say, when somebody when people like me and you want so badly to have or do something in life, and we have a goal and aspiration to get there, when we don't see ourselves getting close to it or getting where we want to get, and we're not understanding why, we don't get why it's not happening for us, but then we see like shitty people getting whatever they want. Okay, if I could explain it to you that way, right? And
Yeah.
it affects us in a way where we're not trying to hate on nobody, but it bothers us. Like, how come all these these assholes or whatever are getting what they want, and I am a good person and I do what I can. You help a lot of people is what I'm heard. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you the things that did your grandmother pass away?
Yes, she did in November.
Okay, don't say nothing, just yes and no, so I don't get like answers from you. Okay.
Okay.
um um uh do you know anybody, because I'm gonna say what I heard, do you know anybody who died of the head, something, and it could be an injury to the head? Because I got hit in the head a few times when I was ready to read you.
No, my grandmother had a brain cancer.
Oh, okay, okay. And look what I wrote here. I kept hearing B, and I thought she was saying breast cancer, but it's brain cancer. Okay. So I got hit in the head, and then they were telling me cancer the whole time. So I was like, I thought it was breast because I heard B, and then I heard like B cancer. That's how I heard it. So I thought it was breast cancer, right?
Wow.
That happened to. Just gonna say, while I was in the shower, I was hearing this stuff, and I wrote it all down.
The fact that you even wrote that on that paper is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
just so you do you how old was your grandma when she died?
I want to say like around 89-ish, maybe a
Okay.
little older.
So I wrote 79, right? Because I that's what I heard, right?
That could have been it.
Okay.
I wasn't good with keeping up with her age. I think
Okay.
it could have been, yeah.
Just yeah, maybe later on check that out, because did she die in the hospital?
No,
Okay.
she died in her bed.
Okay. Because I heard hospital. So when I hear things, they could be telling me like it wasn't in the hospital or it was in the hospital, right? But this is what I heard. So do you know anybody who's a Gemini that you could like that you're connected to? Because Gemini kept coming up
Hold on.
in my
Hold on.
cards. So I wanted to know if
Let me see what month that is.
it's June.
What month is
It's
the Gemini?
May 22nd through June 24th, I think. May
Yeah, my grandmother is a Gemini.
Okay. Look at the top of this paper. Do you see what it says there?
Yes, I do.
Okay. It says Gemini because I kept seeing Gemini. All right. Okay. So, um, so I'm going to tell you what I was hearing, what she was telling to me. Do you know anything about, okay, your name being Toxic, right, on the channel, right?
Uh-huh.
How did you come up with that name?
Through my son, but also
Hold on. You said son, and it says here son. Okay, watch. I'm gonna show you. It says son raising a son alone. Is that what's going on here? Are you raising a son by yourself?
yeah, I raised two sons by myself.
Okay, so it says son raising a son alone here. Okay, it says that here. Okay, so here's why I'm gonna say this to you. So you got the name through your son. Do you put the correlation between toxic and toxic together? The word
At
toxic?
times I do.
Okay. So you do know about the I'm just gonna say I had to explain to your grandmother before I started the readings that I'm not a witch and I don't do like
I don't know why people are putting the angel squad. Okay.
Oh, that's my organization.
Okay. I thought they were trying to say like you
No,
were
no,
okay,
no,
because
that's
somebody said this is demonic on there, and I'm like, what part of
it's
this is
okay.
demonic?
Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna focus. Look up here. Look up here.
Okay.
This is where we're gonna work with you and what I've been hearing this whole time. So if we're gonna talk to your grandmother and she's gonna give you messages, what I'm gonna tell you here is
I don't know if it's her. I will know.
I'm gonna tell. Well, I mean, you got Gemini, Cancer, all that stuff came up talking about sons, raising sons on your own. She's
Cancer, that's my baby daddy.
Huh?
The Cancer is my baby daddy.
Okay, all right, because I was hearing Cancer and I was hearing Grandma and I was hearing Gemini and all this stuff. So it's all correlated.
Oh yeah, my grandma had Cancer. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, exactly. And so listen, this is where I'm trying to get to here, and we're gonna go deep here. So I'm gonna tell you right now, the name Toxic and Toxic. She kept bringing that up to me, and she was saying, "Okay, so your grandmother was religious. Was she religious?" Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because before I started this reading, I kept saying, "I'm not a witch. I'm just a healer. All I do is heal people. I don't do spells." Or I had to explain it to her, like. I lit a candle with Jesus on it, okay? And I'm Muslim, okay? Just so you know, but something told me to light that candle with Jesus on it. It was like, light the Jesus candle, and I did. So I kept explaining that I'm not a witch to her and all this so that she could feel comfortable talking to me and doesn't think that I'm here to like do any spells or anything like that. I'm just trying to help your grandbaby is how I was being told to say it. Grandbaby, like that, right? Okay. So, what happened with your father? Because I heard the word father a lot. Like the word father kept coming up.
My father is my best friend. He raised me.
Is that your grandma's father? Father? Okay, so
No, it's not. It's my mother.
Okay.
My
So
mother's mother.
okay, so your best friends with your father, because he kept coming up like the father, right? And then who are you angry with? Somebody, mom, dad, or somebody in the family? Is there somebody who makes you angry?
My mother.
Okay. So I'm just gonna show you here. Again, here, I didn't even notice I wrote that. Am I showing this?
What does it say?
Wait, hold on, wait, right here. It says mom. Where's my hand at? Wait. Okay.
Mom, dad, what?
Mom, dad, children. So when I'm hearing these things, these are the things that I need to talk about. Okay. So they'll tell me this is what you need to talk about. They talk to me about did your mom pass away or she's still alive, right?
She's alive.
Okay. So where I see anger and mom, see, I wrote down grandma, relationships. I asked, what is she struggling with? What's the struggle here? Like, what's going on? Relationships, struggling because she's an empath and picks up so much energy. Her mission and her purpose here should be to help people, is what I heard. Okay, so and then I wrote down toxic, name drawing that into her life. So what does that mean to me? You know about the power of manifestation and drawing in what you talk about all the time, right? All right. You said I can be open and talk, right?
Go ahead.
Okay. So now what I'm trying to say to you is, so the name toxic sounds like toxic, right? It sounds just like toxic. That's what I thought you were going for. I was like, oh, she's going for, that's cute. Toxic, you know, but it's drawing that kind of energy towards you.
Right. So basically, the name toxic, it has nothing to do with the word toxic.
Right.
But this energy has been coming to me since I was a child. This did not happen with my name turning into toxic. This definitely didn't start with a
Probably not. Of course it didn't. It did not happen because of that.
That's like that.
Because over here I wrote down empath. Okay. So when I write down empath, an empathic person like myself, I can pick up the energy of people and spirit at the same time. And it makes me sad and happy.
Right.
I will cry for no reason. Then I'll have a lot of energy and I'll go up and down and I'll be all over the place. But then I won't like be able to focus. And it's like almost like ADD, almost kind of like, right? But It's not ADD. It's attuned to different dimensions. So I'm going to explain that to you because when I told you the term light worker, so I'm going to explain to everybody who's watching or who's going to watch this. A light worker and an empath is a person who purposefully chooses to go into a dark situation so that they can learn about the dark problems and transmit it into positive light energy. So like me, I was very quiet, very shy, very innocent growing up, right? And then I always had problems all around me. All around me, there was always like family toxicity. Everything was going bad in my life. Then I started to grow up and I punished myself for it. I did this, I did that, I got into trouble. A lot of things happened, right? And then all of a sudden I went from that toxic feeling energy inside of me or being around toxic people. I drew in child molesters all the time. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? They would always, this is what happens to light workers though. We tend to draw in dark people who are dark energies.
Right. For me, it's like drug dealers and like
Okay.
haters
Exactly.
that want to be me.
Okay. So for me, it was also drug dealers. Actually, I dated mostly drug dealers and, you know,
Right.
thugs, like real thugs, like
Yeah.
send me money to jail kind of thug. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
so
Excuse me.
this is serious because it's serious for a reason, and I want you to understand something. When you have healer tendencies, a healer draws in. What does a healer draw in? Who goes to
Sick
doctors
people so that they can heal them.
Who goes to doctor's office? Sick people, right? You can imagine us as doctors and the thugs, the drug dealers, the gangsters, they're all coming to us because why? Because they see the light in us, right? I don't know if you've ever seen every movie ever. The demon always falls in love with the angel, right? And it's always like they're why? Because they want to be like them. They want that light energy. They want to be happy and blissful, and they can't in their life. So what do? They go to somebody who is that way, who's a very
And
light.
attach themselves to my light.
Right, exactly. Right. So the point where it's like, yo, it's like everything you do, they have to like be there or you have to be there. And if not, they feel useless or like they're not good enough. Why? Because they know they're not good enough for you in the first place. They got into the relationship looking at you saying, I know I'm not good enough for her, but I'm still going to try to be with her. Right. And when
even if it's negative or positive, I'm still attracted to her.
Right, exactly. And it's not just men and relationships. You also draw in a lot of negative people. First of all, obviously what you do, it's like celebrity gossip, you could call it, right? What you do, first of all, in that world right there alone, the fact that you decided to take that on, sister, I gotta give you more. I can't. I can't even watch something like that because as an empath, here's where I'm getting with this. As an empath, it will fuck me up for the whole day. I will be angry. I will start looking at other celebrity blogs and what's this one doing and what's that one doing.
That's what people do.
Right. Yeah. And so you're feeding the beast, as I could say, right? You're feeding the beast. So when you're doing that, it is affecting you. It's affecting you. Why? Because I think I watched one of your videos where you were talking about somebody and the way you were talking about them wasn't like hateful. You were kind of like you almost felt bad for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad for this person, or I think it was like somebody got cheated on or something. Okay. And the way you spoke of them, it was like you felt bad for them. It wasn't like everybody else I've seen, every other blogger. I haven't seen many of your videos, but I did accidentally tune into one of them, and you sounded angry in it, right? And I was like, why is she getting herself angry like that over this shit? Why? And I know why. It's not you. You are not.
Because you cheated on her, and it made me feel away.
But see, that's what. As an empathic person now, if you're gonna do this type of work, you need to detach yourselves from the feelings. All this readings I do and the people, and I find out this one died like that and that happened like that. If I felt that deeply every single time, I would never be able to move from my bed. I'd be like crying all day. And it happens to me. I'll go 3, 4 days on the bed crying, and that's what you need to do, is detach for a day or two to get your energy back up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
what you don't know is that you're highly empathic. A gifted person, when they're not using their gifts the way they were intended to, or whatever the case is, and they chose a harder path, because what you chose is a harder path. You're good at it, you're great at it, you do good at it, this is what you're good at, this is what you know. But you are over here, it says, and I wrote this down in this right when I came out the shower. It says, "You are working too much. It's becoming like." It says you are working too much. It's becoming like you have. Do you feel like you have to be on constantly? Otherwise, you feel like it's not going to work out. Do you feel that way? Like, I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to do it.
I feel like I have to be on all the time because I don't want to be off. It's not that it feels like it's going to work out. It's that if I'm not working, I feel like I'm useless.
Useless. Here's the thing, though. I know
Like
that.
I'm not good at just sitting around and
What's
like
your sign? What's
taking a
your sign?
break.
Your sign is what?
I'm a Libra.
Okay, I'm a Libra rising, and when it comes to work and all that, when I first started doing this, that's how I was, constantly doing readings, constantly doing this. And then something happened where for like 3, 4 days, I remember I had no energy. I was in bed and I thought, like, I remember being depressed, right? I know the feeling of it. Today, when I get down, it's not depression. Here's the thing. I'm about to cry talking to you because I feel some kind of emotion right now. I don't know what it is.
You feel my same. I've been crying all day.
Okay.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's all right. Yeah. So, why am I saying this? Because it's like I see somebody like pulling up to you and grabbing you and like holding you like a baby, and like they're replaying like the childhood, and I'm honestly seeing a lot of like arguing around you when you were a kid, or some I think I just saw someone throw something, and I see a child who's terrified. They're sitting in the corner of the house, and like, so it doesn't have to be technically like that, but that's what kind of energy I'm picking up. So somebody who was, when somebody has to, you ever dated an angry person and you had to walk on eggshells all the time? That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that. So I don't know. I'm just gonna say, did your mom I don't want to say too much. Was there something with your mom? Like, did it go completely off the boat, off the hill? Like,
Yeah, she was beating my sister to the point where my grandma had to take her.
okay, was she drinking at all?
I don't know.
Okay, you were too young to remember, right? With that
Yeah.
part, okay. So, it because I felt drunk, like a little drunk. So that's means somebody was under some kind of influence or something like that.
It's probably talking about me.
Okay, so I just felt like, okay. Here's the thing. Oh, when you are yelling at your sons, stop thinking I'm acting just like my mom. Stop looking at yourself like that. You are not your mother. You are not your mom. Listen, your mom. I'm sorry. The information is coming in fast. When I start stuttering, forgive me. Okay, your mom. I am seeing your mother. Her childhood wasn't the greatest. I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't know what happened, but I did just she just pointed to a child on the bed and a man walking in. That's what I saw. So that could mean like sexual abuse or things like that might have happened to her when she was a little kid.
No, my mother's mother was, I believe, a Caucasian that my her parents didn't agree with the baby having a black father. And
Okay.
my mom's mom, I think she killed herself in front of my mom when my mom was about 8 years old. My mom was adopted by another Caucasian lady who was my grandma.
Okay. So do you see what I'm trying to say to you? Like, I'm telling you, I understand there's anger there, because in the middle of everything here, I wrote down anger. Like right here is anger. It just says anger in the middle. In the middle, on top. Who's
That's
speaking?
her anger that you probably
Yeah.
feel. She took
So
all that out on me.
so yeah. So but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Remember this also. Growing up, my mother made me angry a lot. The things she did, she didn't like. She just, she was working all the time, but I didn't understand until now that I got older. I'm like, I get it now, right? When I was a kid, I was like, where the fuck you at, bitch? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I had to do everything, and I was cooking and cleaning, and I'm fucking sitting there taking care of my brothers and sisters, right? But she was working her ass off, and I understand, because thank God for that, because we have things because of her. You know what I'm saying? But when I was a kid, I was angry about it. But I took on my father's personality, who died of a drug overdose. I don't like to call people drug addicts. I feel like they're just going through something and they don't understand, which is why they fill their bodies up with drugs and alcohol. I don't judge nobody, because I went through it. I did drugs. I did Percocet for a
Right.
long time.
We're going to talk about that after my reading in my medium session.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, what I'm saying about that is that I carried my father's personality on with me. So if you find in yourself getting angry of your mother, even though you didn't know her, is what I'm hearing for you. Even though you didn't know her, the behaviors that you're doing sometimes, and you're catching yourself. Thank God you're catching yourself. But if you wasn't catching yourself, it would spiral out of control, because you get to the point where you get real mad sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to say, like, the anger, it builds up in you. Allowing people's little fucking comments. Let me tell you something. I don't even watch, when I'm doing readings, I don't look at nobody's comments. Because guess what? They're going to be 100 people that love you, and there's always going to be, out of those 100 people that love you, they're going to be real quiet. I love you. They're going to watch you from the side, support you quietly, right? The haters are loud. Just like, okay, and I'm going to just say this, just like demons are loud, right? Let me ask everybody in here in the chat room, when you hear a negative voice in your head telling you, you shouldn't, oh, you can't do that, you suck, you're stupid, you're this, you're that, isn't it louder than the voice that tells you, no, it's going to be okay, right? That voice that's like sweet is going to be quiet about it. They're not going to be in your ear saying, it's just the bad guys, quote unquote, hurt people like to hurt people. They don't know any other way. They see somebody succeeding, and to them it's anger. Why not me? Why them? Why not me? Right?
Yeah.
And I want you to stop paying attention to that. That's what I'm gonna tell you from now on. When you're doing stuff, and look at the comments. When you see a negative comment, do what I do. That's why I got a team. You see the Angel Squad coming up in the room. You see that? That's my organization. If people say something negative, I have them as my moderators. I tell them, don't even answer them. Just block them immediately. Don't say nothing. Don't get involved with the drama. Don't talk back. Just ignore them, because angry people, they will go on and on and on, and they will.
Yes, girl. And mad. Ooh.
And they're mad. They
never lie.
Listen, just like Cat Williams said, if you got 5 haters today, you better have 10 more by the end of the day, or you ain't doing your job right? So I want you to understand that that's one of the things you need to work on, is not focusing on anyone but what you're doing, because that's when you're empathic. Again, empathic people, we don't just pick up happy, sad, we pick up angry and irrational, emotional, anxiety, can't sleep right, can't eat right. You know what I'm saying? Like, our food intake is all off. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna pull some cards now and see what the energy, what the cards have to say about you.
Okay.
All right, so let's I did get a message here on the paper. It says, used a lot and cheated on and treated bad. So I don't know if you had people okay. Yeah. So that's a big message that was right there too. Okay, let's pull some cards here, okay?
What is this platform where Rashida doesn't have her wrench? I'm confused. I'm waiting for you. I'm
here. She has it on mine. She has it on mine.
You see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I see it. All right. Let's see what the cards have to say here. So we through the reading of the mediumship part, my ear. Through the reading of the mediumship part, we got a lot of information on what you need to work on and what has bothered you in relationships and all that. And, you know, trying not to be angry, like just try not to follow in the footsteps. It's crazy because it's somebody you don't even know, but just like my dad died when I was 8, but I took on all of his characteristics.
Yeah.
Gangster, in jail, drugs, did it all, right? Okay. So try not to do that. So now I'm going to ask Spirit, where are you leading to? Like what's coming towards you, right? So we could see what your guides have to say about that. And we'll talk after about what light workers are and empaths and all that. Okay.
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 Thank you guys for being here with me. There's 101 people in total. I'm on 2 different platforms. So I appreciate you guys for being here with us.
Awesome. Where are you posting it, on Facebook too?
It's on YouTube, and then I think I hit Facebook. I'm not sure, but it's on 2 different YouTube channels.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Okay. All right. So what is coming towards you is, all right. So the way you're going to create balance, I'm going to show you here. Okay. If you look at this card, he's holding 2 coins and he's trying to balance them. He's doing like a juggling act, right? So balancing, I don't know if it's finances. I think it's more something else, because I think you're very good at balancing finances here. You seem to have that part of your life under control. But cutting out, look, this is, okay, so I'm going to just say the signs as I see them. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and then we have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So I was asking what's coming towards you, and they're saying the balance, to create the balance here, but there's stuff that you need to cut out. And one of the things that you need to cut out of your life in order to move forward fully to heal, to get to healing, is this thing you do in your mind. And I don't know why I'm hearing this, you know, this is just what I'm hearing. It's like, you know, when somebody can't think clearly sometimes, it's like you go back, it's almost paranoia, but not like crazy person paranoia. It's like me, like what I do. I trust nobody. I want nobody around me. I don't want to be in relationships. I've denied love. I've done all of it. I'm nope. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's frozen. You're frozen. I don't know if she knows that. Oh, she's frozen, guys, so I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So as she's frozen, I'm gonna pull some cards for her. Did you just see that? Everything that I'm pulling has to do with family for her. Everything that, oh, yo, I shit you not. I look up at the live and it was 33 on the minutes and the seconds. So I'm pulling up the cards now. I'm not going to say much until she gets back in. I don't know how this works, if she could just pop right back in or right here, but oof. Yeah, she'll come back in. I do readings a lot, you guys. I do readings on my YouTube a lot, and I do lives a lot where I get people involved in my readings, or like, you know, I do take private readings, and I really read for those people who want to heal. So I don't want to read for people who are like, is my boyfriend going to call me back? Like, if you're coming to a reading, it's probably going to be a no, right? So I want you guys to know that about me. I read to heal people. So if you're looking to know like what your soul, okay. I wasn't saying.
My device died. And I didn't know I was going to have to switch.
All right, so that's fine.
Yeah,
I wasn't. I didn't say anything because I wanted to wait till you got on. So,
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful spread here. Beautiful spread. Oh.
My apologies. I'm sorry. Go on, Flo.
Sorry, don't be sorry. I want you to become. You know what I want you to do later on when you're not doing nothing. Rewatch the reading part of this video and just listen to it so you could like listen to the messages, like, you know what I mean, and focus. You know what I mean? Because you got the work.
I'd like for you to reread if you can. Can you possibly do that again?
I didn't even say anything about the reading yet. Your reading.
Oh, okay. I apologize. Okay.
What I'm saying is when you get a chance later on, watch the mediumship part in the tarot reading, put your headphones on and listen to it so you could get the messages better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I advise to everybody, is to sit down in a meditative state and listen to all of the messages, and everything will click later. You're like, what? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're because when we're getting the reading, it's like a lot of like going back and forth, but then it clicks always. And a lot of the stuff that I said, I'm sure.
Right.
Like, I was hearing that shit in the shower. It's very strange. Okay. So yeah, I hear things in the shower while I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be like, oh, are they standing here watching me right now in the shower in the bathroom? But no, it's just their energies connecting to me. Okay. All right.
So what I was saying right before I clicked off is that you were telling me about this energy, and I was saying that it is and can be considered paranoia.
Okay.
Especially now that I have acquired all of these negative people, like, you know, their energy, definitely paranoia, as far as I feel, you know, if something is going to happen, I'm ready. Like, it's that serious.
Are you considering buying a gun?
I'm sorry?
Are you considering buying a gun?
At this point, I'm not. I don't need to.
Okay.
Gonna put it like that.
I heard if you ever want to buy a gun, don't, because you will shoot somebody.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because you have the thug in you. I don't know if you know this, that you have that. Whoever.
Oh, no, I know it's there. I know it's in me.
All right. So what I was saying here is for the balance that's being created in your life here, and I see this as like juggling a lot of things, right? So that juggling is leading to you needing to cut out confusions and illusions, we call them, right? The moon energy, right before the full moon comes, we are all over the place. We're confused. It happens to me as empath, as starseeds, as people who are very in tune with the earth. And if you don't know it, it's going to affect you, because in your family line, whether you know it or not, there were a lot of like women healers, or I want to say like.
Yes, my family is mainly women.
Okay, so I heard like witch doctor and stuff like that. So what I mean by that is, you know, those so I'm seeing like a woman, she's wearing like a robe type of thing, and she's got a twist of a knot around her head, and she's sitting down and she's making something, and people are coming to her like, please help me, my son is hurt. Or so this could be like past life stuff that you're connected to, and I am getting like I did hear Cuban descent, so that could be something with voodooism in the you know, in the healing form, right? I don't see darkness at all. It's just healers, right? People that are healers and helping people. So that's why you have that gift, and it's been in you for not just in this lifetime. It's been in you for a few. I just heard a few, so that means four. Do you feel like an old soul? Like you've done this earth?
Did you just say 4?
Yeah.
You just said 4?
4, yes, I said 4.
Why did you say 4?
I don't know. I just heard 4, number 4. Why? What happened?
Wow. I'm trying not to say everything that I want to say.
Tell me. You can tell me, because
that number just keeps coming up in my life. Just my subscribers say it a lot.
Okay.
My mods, they'll put like 100 with a 4 between it, or separating it.
Wow.
Or I don't know what that's about.
Can I tell you another thing? I don't know if you know that you posted this live that's going to be on at 555. So I deal with angel numbers a lot, and angel numbers are when angels are giving you messages through times, numbers, license plates, and things like that, right? When you posted that this live, if everybody looks, it says premiering at 555, right? Scheduled for 555. The number 5 is the number of change. Change.
Yes, it is. 5 stages of change.
Big
Yep.
changes coming in, right? And especially it was 3 times, 555, 3 times. When you paused and you got off the live and came off the live, I looked up and it says here, like the time, it'll say live 40:35. Right now it said 3333. So just so you know, listen now, listen. So it's 555, 3333, and now 4, right? So 3, 4, 5, right? That's sequences, numbers, synchronicity, signs coming up to you, saying that you're on the right path. You just need to focus on what you need to do for yourself with the healing. Everything else will work itself out. When I say healing, it's more like looking into yourself and saying, what about me do I need to heal? And what about me am I not seeing valuable or worthy enough, which leads me to dating people that are not worthy or valuable of my time, right? And especially this has everything to do, everything. I'm going to tell you right now, everything to do with family, your mother, okay? Your mother is right here at the edge of this deck, and that's one person you need to heal from. I don't know how you're going to do it, but for me, it was forgiveness. A lot of forgiveness. I practiced it over and over and over again because I tried to understand their narrative, their story, right? So now another thing. The number 4 has the number, it's the number of working, right? Work. So working on yourself, right? Working on on the things that bother you. The number 5 is the number of change. So working on yourself and healing yourself will bring about the change that you're looking for. And the number 3333, Jesus died at the age of 33. 33 is the ascended master number of teachers, right? The teacher, the ascended 33 is a very high vibrational. They say when you start seeing the number 33, and that's my team knows 33. How you said that, I laughed because on my Instagram, 33 comes up all the time. And we always joke about it, 33, 33. I see it everywhere. But when you see the number 33, and you think about it, Jesus died at the age of 33, and it means you're ready to teach and you're ready to learn, okay? You're ready to teach others and you're ready to learn yourself. I see
That's
you.
a fact.
Yeah, I see you. Once you got to start healing these wounds that you're holding on to. And does family keeps coming up in this. Also, stop dealing with people who are like manipulative and lie and use you, because that's where you need to move away from and move forward from, and try something new and fresh and different, something you're not used to. I have to tell myself all the time, there is 2 choices, that you have the whole world in your hand here. And I'm going to say this. I got to say this. All the videos you do here, I have a huge, strong feeling that sooner or later, you're going to lead from what you're doing, and you're going to keep doing that, but you're going to start to put out positive things or like healing messages, which
I did already. I did already. I did
Oh,
already.
okay, good. And do that, because guess what? What you need to understand is your story is going to help a lot of people in their healing process. It's your purpose. I told you your purpose in the beginning of this reading was to help others. I see you for some reason working with children. I don't know if you help. I see a girl like I don't
Oh,
know.
stop. No,
There's
please.
like, hold on, there's like a teenager girl, and I don't know why I'm seeing her hair real straight and like almost short, like, but it looks lighter. I don't know why. I see a girl, but I see you really wanting to help teenagers or kids. Like, I don't know what that's about, but I see that. Okay. So another thing, in order for you to find the happiness that you want with relationships, you're gonna have to go through what I went through, because grandma's pointed to me, she's going to tell her to do what you did, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tell her. And what she means by that is really just taking time to myself, not being in relationships at all. I've been celibate for 2 years. I haven't just dated or nothing. I'm not even flirting, text messages, nothing. I chose that for myself because everybody doesn't have to go that route, right? To heal. I had to, because I'm like, when I go all in, and I'm toxic as fuck, right? So I have to control what I do, right? Cleansing the gut is another important thing for you to do. Like
Girl. Oh,
a colon cleanse is going to be important for you, because a lot of the when you're feeling tired, a lot of it's coming from your intestines and your stomach. And I know because they pointed to me and they're like, you know, you like today you ate that McDonald's when you knew you shouldn't have. And I was like, yes, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. And then the guilt, right? And the guilt is like after you eat something that wasn't good for you, you tell yourself, fuck, I shouldn't have ate that. I'm trying to eat healthy. It's like, don't worry about it. Take your time with that, whatever that is, okay? And I know because I'm going through the same thing. I struggle with the eating thing and I'm trying to get over that, okay? But there's 2 different routes that you're looking at going here, okay? I keep getting pressure in the back of the head here. So if you're getting headaches a lot or anything like that, I want you to take ice and put it on the back of your neck for like 15-20 minutes and just keep it there once a day. Keep it right here at the back of your neck, back of your neck, right under your hairline. Keep it there for 15-20 minutes every day. It will take your fucking migraines or headaches away, whatever is going on with your head here, okay? And then cleansing.
Say whatever's going on with my neck.
Your neck, head, yeah, like the head and neck area. If there's
Are you serious, Flo? Let me tell you something. I'm about to cry now because you're doing the most. Because what's going on with my neck is that I feel like I've been holding it forward like this. So I've been trying to lean back, and I've been trying to do that for the last month. That's what's going on my neck. Why you know that, I don't know. Nobody knows that. I've not said that on one video.
I don't know anything. Listen, I'm going to tell you one thing about me that I love to do the most is not, I don't want to get to know somebody's private business at all, which means if you are on TV or a star like you, right? So, you know, you could consider yourself a celebrity in a form. What is a celebrity anyway? Somebody who's popular, who knows a lot of people, whatever. You don't have to be on TV or like make $1 million or whatever to be considered a celebrity. Is somebody who's watched by other people, right? That's the term celebrity, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, I don't watch anything because I don't want to be one of those people. Everything comes from here, and whatever I hear, feel, or see and smell. That's it. Everything else, like after, maybe I'll be nosy and watch a couple of your videos, right? But I didn't want to watch them because I'm like, if I watch, I'll know that I don't know nothing about your life. Oh my God.
Can I just ask you, what made you bring up my neck? How did you know that?
Something told me, tell her about this is when I hear things, I'll hear it like this. Someone said to me, tell her to do the ice thing that you do. Because I do this ice thing to the back of my neck every day. I take a thing of ice and I put it in the back. It's an ancient Chinese secret. It gives you more energy. It stabilizes your spine. It's really good for your spine. And they also showed me this exercise. So that means somebody who's having problems, really bad problems with the neck, and it's causing headaches, which is what they pointed to me. So when you're getting neck pain, it's going to cause headaches. I do great massages as well. They showed me massaging somebody's spine and their neck, okay? So when they're showing me that, I mean, somebody's neck pain is really bad. Plus, I deal with health a lot. I'm a Virgo, so I'm ruled by the health, right? So Virgos love to talk about health and how you're feeling and all that. So when I do mediumship, I ask them to show me what's wrong with you physically, mentally, not what's wrong with you, what you need to work on, what I need to work on, what's wrong, what's going on physically, mentally, emotionally, and every other word out there. So they'll show me all different terms. So that's important for you to take care of your neck because it's causing you to feel like stressed out. As soon as you wake up, I want you to right away pick up your shoulders like this, put your neck back like that, tighten it, hold it for a while, and let go. Hold it for as long as you can, right? And then when you're sitting, practice. That's why when I meditate, I like to sit up, put my spine really straight, sit against the wall, and keep my head like neck up like this. And then I'll turn my neck like that and turn it like, because if I don't, my neck will kill me all day. Okay, so that's important.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to tell you about the relationship part of it. You will, and I'm telling you, you will meet eventually somebody who's finally just. So that's like fair and just because I'm seeing a courtroom and somebody's saying like, finally I won. You know what I mean? So this is a fair and just relationship coming in. I'm not saying courtroom like you're gonna go visit the guy who was just in jail. That's not what I mean. Like what I'm saying is like courtroom, like it's gonna be good for you. You're gonna finally get that. But first step is working towards healing this relationship or non-existent relationship with your mother. And this is how I did that was I practiced forgiveness, okay? Forgiveness. So I practiced that for a long time in order to let go of this pain that I was holding on to for so long. I had to forgive this one, that one. That's one of the main things. The second thing is knowing your own self-worth, because we all do this, every single one of us, including me, every day. I'll put a face out, act like I'm fine, but really in my heart, I'm kind of like, I don't want to go on a date because I'm too fat, or I'm not pretty enough, or my hair is like this. I need to work on my hair. I need to get my lips don't look right. I judge myself constantly. You're a Libra. I'm a Libra rising. You know, we're ruled by vanity, Libras, and if we don't work on that part, the Libra is the I.
Not I make sure not to fall too deep into vanity. One thing that I feel like, and I don't know, I know this is probably too confident, but I feel like even when I'm ugly, I'm bomb. Like that's probably, it's the vanity thing, I know, but
No. That's not vanity.
I feel like I don't have to do all that.
That's self-confidence. What I'm saying is whenever you get down on yourself, so however that might be, however you're getting down on yourself, we all do it, right? So we have a day where we feel bottom, but even it's not the looks. I don't feel that. I feel like more like you getting down on yourself. Like, first of all, stop doing that. Do you see the life? And I'm hearing this straight up. Do you see the life you created for your children, your family? You did that. You.
You're speaking the word right now.
You did it. So you need to focus on the fact that you did that shit. No, listen, no matter what help you might have had, and you didn't. I'm not seeing you get any help from nobody financially, but I am seeing support, emotional support.
No,
Okay.
nobody helped me.
So what I'm trying to say to you is you did all of this on your own. And you're gonna fucking put yourself, you're gonna say to yourself, I need to do better, I need to do better every day. You are doing better than 70% of the people on earth. When you're gonna start seeing that, you have to see that in you. And listen, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself right now. Amen. I'm telling you, I'm telling myself the same thing. Flo, you gotta stop being so hard on yourself. We take shit too seriously. We need to lighten the fuck up. This is what I'm hearing. So when they're showing me what I need to do, it's what you need to do, it's what we need to do. And that's why I love my spirit guides. They bring me to people who our energies are very similar. And so I learn from them, they learn from me. The teacher is always the student, and the student is always the teacher. It ain't never one person teaching somebody else, because somebody's always got to learn something from somebody on this earth.
Yeah.
All right. So that's where we're at here. And I want you really, really, when this is over, when we're done after the interview part, I want you really to truly watch this.
Go back and listen.
Meditative state. Put your head and just relax and listen to everything so that it can click and register in different ways, because that's how readings work. They do that with me. When I book somebody, I have to listen to it several times. Oh shit, now I know what she was talking about, because I'll be like, fucking what? No, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So but a lot of it, there was no what, no, everything here was targeted to heal you. I mean, like this whole thing, it's your reading didn't start when I started this YouTube. Your reading started when I fucking spoke to you yesterday and told you I was doing your reading, or since we did it. And there was a reason why it didn't happen last time, whether it was because of what happened in my situation with my friend, but it was not that. It was like you needed to be ready for this. Something needed to prepare you for this. I felt like if it would have been at that time, it was too soon for you. It was like something was going on. I don't know what, but they're showing me like a pot stirring, right? And something cooking and then overflowing, right? So they needed you to like take your energy down and get focused before you got the reading. So that is the reading. I'm going to disconnect with the energy. I'm hearing, I love you. I love you. I'm here with you. Also, I'm hearing one more thing before I tune out. I'm hearing, so when you're sitting down, you're praying and you're doing all that, it's good to pray to God, but your angels are like your grandma, or whatever, is saying, pray to me too, because I'll get the message out for you faster. You see what I'm saying? So if you talk to her, she'll kind of like ping the message. Like I always think of this way, like I'll talk to my grandma and be like, no, please help me, because I know her. She was tough, and she'll just run up to the angels like, you need to help my granddaughter right now. And she has. And I'm gonna tell you why your grandma just showed me a dream I had. I had a dream one time that the doors were opening, everything was slamming around me. I got really afraid in the dream. So I went in the bathtub and I sat there and I held myself down and I prayed to God, to Jesus, to Muhammad, to the Buddha. I prayed to everybody. Nothing worked. And then I said, no, please help me. And everything got quiet. So that shows me that our family does a lot of the work for us through God, right? So don't be afraid
Okay.
to ask her for help. Don't be afraid to ask for advice. And that little voice in your head when you're asking, I'm gonna show everybody a trick that I do. The shamans do this. When they want to know an answer to a question, they rub their heart, they'll sit in silence for a little, they'll prepare the question and they'll ask it. Is this person right for me? No. And when you hear that inside voice that tells you right away the answer, that's the answer. Don't go, yeah, but wait, was that mean? No, because if I was in the shower and I kept hearing B, Cancer, Gemini, I kept hearing all this stuff and I doubted what I was hearing in my head and I thought it was just my head talking to me, I wouldn't have got to this reading and you would have been like, how the fuck did you know all that? I don't know all
Right.
that. I heard it and I listened to it. And that is your intuition. Those are your guides and your angels talking to you. Best believe that if you tune into that shit, you will catch messages every single day. You don't need nobody to tell you nothing. You ain't got to call your mama, your sister, your brother. Your intuition is more powerful than anything around you, right? So don't blind yourself. Always sit down, center yourself, and think, what do I want right now? Is this right for me? And you'll hear the word no right away. Like when I was going to purchase a new car, I kept saying, is this the right thing for me to purchase a new car when I'm trying to save money to buy a house right now? And I'm gonna put that payment on me and that I'm trying to save and I heard no, and I didn't. I ended up buying a used car and moved on, right? I listened to my intuition. All right. So focus on that and that's it. Okay, so that's the reading. I'm gonna send the energy, your grandmother's energy back to you. And real quick, I'm gonna clear your energy and mine really quick, and then we could get into whatever else you want to get into. Love and light, love and light. Send energy healing to all of the viewers and everyone watching and everyone involved in this reading and this beautiful togetherness where we're healing together and we're learning and teaching. Send peace and blessings and abundance, clarity, lots of clarity. Center, relax. Clear the energy from everyone's home that is not there for their highest good. Send all the darkness to the love and light. Bring about peace, serenity, healing, and blessings to everyone in their home. Okay. Like God's light.
That was very relaxing, actually.
Yeah, that is in
Before we go, Flo, I told them that you were going to tell them about your after experience from Bad Girls Club.
Of course.
But after we worked on what I needed to work on, because this was personal for me, you guys. Thank you, Jenny, Rude Gal, for your love and respect for the process. When Flo says pray to your ancestors, she literally means speak and pray to your ancestors. Tamika said people actually build altars for their ancestors. This is so true.
Yes, they do. I have one right there. If you could see. You could see my altar right there. That's one of them. And this is my other altar.
Nice.
This is my other.
Oh, nice. So you sit like in front of it now.
Yeah. So if it's like one of my family members' birthdays or something like that, I'll honor them. I'll make them a cake or I'll put their favorite song on or something like that. And I'll just like light a candle so that they could find their way to me. Right. That's a great way to send spirit off to the love and the light and also to honor your ancestors and your loved ones. It's a great way.
Okay, talk to us, girl.
Okay.
That was beautiful, though.
What was the question? What was the question? The question?
Okay. So I had my questions all prepared for you, but when this live started, I was being in my selfish state of mind.
No. It was beautiful. No, don't explain to nobody. Just go with your questions. I'm right here. I'm not going nowhere.
Okay. So I just had a few questions. So one of them was just telling us about your after Bad Girls Club experience.
Okay.
And like, why aren't you on other shows?
Okay. So after the show, I traveled a lot. I did a lot of things. I ended up getting married and having a kid. I had my own show, Flo Gets Married. And then I also did Tanisha Gets Married. I also did Bad Girls All-Star Battle. And I was asked to do season 13. I was asked to do Marriage Boot Camp a few times, 3 times. And I said no. 3 times, and I said no, and I don't, but I have receipts for everything. I don't lie, right? So that happened. I said no to them, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. This new show I got asked to do twice. Tanisha and Natalie, Natalie and Tanisha both asked me, and so did a couple of other girls asked me. But after the show, I had traveled a lot, did a lot of things, got married, but then things didn't work out. I was doing the Albanian Muslim type of lifestyle, and it didn't work out, and I was very depressed over it. I felt like a failure. Like, I'm Albanian, so I wanted to impress Albanians. Look at me, I'm married to an Albanian. And then, I had my daughter. I went through postpartum depression. I struggled with a few things, and even in the midst of all that, I was still being asked to do shows, but I chose not to, because I chose my mental health over money and fame. And even till today, I changed my life around, right? Mind you, I was in jail. I was bad. Like, I was really, really bad. Like, I was in Bad Girls Club. I was fucking bad. I was robbing shit. Like, I was bad like that, right? Dealing drugs, all that shit. Like, I was in heavy. Like, I was
after the Bad Girls Club.
Yeah, and before the Bad Girls Club, I was innocent as fuck. If you look at my life before, I was mad innocent. But after the show, something, don't forget, the Bad Girls Club has the heart with the devil tail and the devil horns on it, right? So when you work for the devil, you turn into the devil, especially me, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I turned into the whole motherfucking devil. And so I started doing like real bad things and all that. I went to jail. I was there for a year, and I came home and started to change my life. And I went through a really bad breakup, and this person led me to do the things that I wasn't trying to do anymore. And then from that breakup, I started my spiritual journey. When I did, I started noticing, oh my God, everybody's been telling me my whole life, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I'm this. I never listened. I started doing that. Then all these shows started getting offered to me. Here's how the devil tests you, though. I'm going to give you $250,000 to do Marriage Boot Camp. Want to do it? If I do that, I go right back to what I just came out of and got out of, and I'm not going to be able to help and heal people, because they're going to watch me behave toxically and lie, because we all know those shows are fake. Fake as fuck. So anyway, like, season 4 where I was on, remember, we just started Bad Girls Club, so a lot of it was very raw, and they tried to get me to say things and I never did, which is why they did not like me, the producers. They would be like, Flo, say this. I would say no. And listen, I've been a psychic my whole life. You can't come up to me as a producer and be like, you're going to be the star of this show if you do this and do that. I'm like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading you, like, fuck out of here, So from there, I got into this. And I just decided listen, I'm telling you right now, I don't say this for clout and none of that. I got asked to do a lot of shows, babe. I just said no, because, and you know what? My family was like proud of me, because I turned down a lot of money, but I didn't feel like I was turning money down. I felt like I was turning the devil down, if you understand that concept, right?
No, like I do. Totally.
All right. So that's pretty much that story. Then I didn't want to go back, and I started doing this, and I'm like, nobody's gonna accept me because they know me as the Bad Girls Club. But then, like, all these people were like, what? Oh my God, I feel the same way. And I was telling my story and what I went through and how I dealt with spirit and this, and I saw so many people relate to it that I was like, this is my calling, this is my purpose, and I'm sticking with it. And that's
so you found your thing, and it was positive.
Exactly. And no matter what,
so you're in like a more mentally healthy space than you were when you did the Bad Girls Club.
100,000%. Remember, like, when you're on TV, so many people pretend to be your friend, and you got like so many fake people. All the people I dated were with me because I was on the show. Nobody was, I mean, they like me, obviously. I'm not an ugly girl. You guys, I don't get dressed up anymore for things. I do things naturally. I don't like to wear makeup. I don't want to ruin my skin. I'm working on it. I spend a lot of time and effort on healing myself internally and externally. I want to be the picture of health, right? So, you just deal with a lot of phoniness and fake people. And listen, I used to go to clubs and host clubs and make like $4,000 a night, right? I bought this house for my mother because of it. I made money, right? And yeah, but money was all I was making. I had no soul. I had no life, no happiness, no real friends. You know, I wasn't seeing my family. I was away from my daughter for a lot of the times. It was just, to me, worthless. And I just looked up and it was 143 on that fucking clock, okay? When I said that, I looked up, it was 143. Everybody knows what 143 is.
That's love.
Whew, and insane the synchronicities, you know? So I'm glad that I chose this path. I'm happy I'm here because I get to work with people. We're all fucking broken somewhere, somehow.
Do you feel like the Bad Girls Club now, the reunion and the baddies on Zeus, do you feel like these are broken women, or is this a different thing now? Is this still the same cycle? Are we in the same cycle?
Listen, here's the thing about me. I'm going to tell you right now. And I say this with all love in my heart as a healer, right? I'm talking not judging them as characters because I have no hate for none of them, right?
We know that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I have love for them. I want them to do well in life. Some people are afraid to do things differently because they're afraid it's not going to work for them. So they go with what works for them. And some people are just, that's just who they are and they're not going to change. And we can't judge them for that, right? We got to let them be on their own journey. However, I feel strongly, what I feel strongly is that all that's doing is just showing people that, and I you know, it's an interview. What am I going to do? I got to be honest, right? It's just showing people that like there's no growth there. And there's kids that watched us. I have girls that say to me, I was 7 years old when I watched you and I'm following you now and you're changing my life. Thank you. Right now, mind you, what about those 7-year-old girls who are watching them at 7 years old and they still doing the same thing at, some of them are 35, 36, 37, 38. You're pushing 40, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's like at the point where it's like, I don't give a fuck what you do, but you're just teaching kids to like, listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. A lot of the bad girls have come to me for readings, healing boxes. A lot of them. Like, please, I've been watching your videos. Thank you for helping me. You know, I'm not gonna drop names, but a few of them have come to me for readings and for help. And so have some other celebrities that they don't want nobody to know they came to a healer for help, right? And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how when things don't work out, who they run to. The person who was I fought everybody on the show, right? It's FLO versus everybody. Go look my name up and you'll see like one person versus one person. It's me versus everybody, bro. Everybody.
That's how my life, the story of my life flow.
Story of my life. You know, today it's like you have to think, what am I putting out into this world and what is it doing and how is it affecting people? Because what we put out, we get right the fuck back. Things, let me tell you something. This is how darkness works. It's fun for a while, right? It's real fun. You're going through the highs, you're making money. Oh yeah. But it lasts like a very short time. What I'm doing, slow and steady, is gonna change my world. That don't have to change the whole world. It's changing the world that I'm in and the people that are in it with me. And guess what? I'm proud of myself. And no matter what, I might not be making a whole bunch of money and hosting clubs and all that. I don't want to do that. I'm 38.
But I'm happy.
I will never. Right now, somebody said to me, FLO, come host a club. And there was a kid in Queens just last week. He said, I'll pay you $1,500 just to come 5 minutes, say hi and leave. I said, brother, those kids are like 22 years old. Fuck I look like at 38. Hey guys, hi, for $1,500 when, you know what, I could work a full week and make $2,000 if I really work hard. You know, do my readings, do on YouTube, if I really bust my ass and work hard. And at the end of the day, I feel better about myself because I made the money the right way. I'm helping people, I'm healing people, you know, and it's just time for change. You know, when I went to Oxygen a long time ago and I pitched a show idea and I wanted to name it Bad Girl Boot Camp with FLO, and I wanted to have girls that had issues and even boys come there and I help rehabilitate them and change their lives. You know what they said to me? If we do that, it'll ruin Bad Girls Club. So we can't. It's too positive. No, we can't. Just like that. I was like, okay, I get it. And I walked out and that was their answer.
Wow.
Because they stick with what works for them and they will use and abuse you till the very end. And you will get used and abused. And a lot of things ain't going to work out for you. And I just pray. I pray every day because I have dreams about people. When I see things that's going to happen to them, I'm like, oh man, I seen some shit, and I'm like, I'm praying for them. Like, please God, protect them, please, because it's not going to be good at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, it is what it is. I don't judge nobody because I know everybody got to make their money or whatever, but I would not do anything for $1. I'm sorry, I won't. I just won't. Right?
Right. We've been through that already with coming out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So this reading was a part of your healing process after your process of behavior from Bad Girls Club, from leaving after Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
And this is what you've been doing since. I'm so proud of you. I mean, you really touched my heart today. You touched on a lot of different areas where I need to hear certain things, you know, even if you need to change this, and, you know, you need to, you know, forgive. I am so not a forgiver.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
And has that been like part of your process as far as this whole thing with the industry, or have you just like written them off?
No, it's just I just, you know what it is about me, like I said, I just don't want to involve myself in anything that is putting out negative vibes into the world. I'm a light worker, and I do strongly believe that everybody's a prophet in their own way, right? And I feel like I'm here to put out a word to people, and that word is not fight and get angry with each other. I'm trying to tell people to forgive each other, to let people be who they are, to not judge one another. And I haven't written off the industry. If someone would ever approached me and said, Flo, I mean, I can't say anything, but something like that happened. I just can't say what. When we're privately talking, I can tell you what that was, but not here. And they approached me about doing something where I rehabilitate people, and that was approached to me. Now that I'll jump right in. Why? Because not only will I make money, and that's not what it's ever about for me. Anyone could tell you that, because I do free Angel Squad Zoom meetings, which is every week I try to do it, and everybody comes in a Zoom and we heal together. We share our stories, our problems, and everybody gets a message out of it. I give away things for free. I do Angel Squad retreats where I do free events, and I heal people for free. I bring Reiki masters there. I put free information out all the time, right? So it's not about money, right? But I know I would do that. That's a different, totally different story.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it would.
Absolutely beautiful.
I'm putting you on the show when I do it too. You're going to be on it. I'm like,
I better be on it.
Because she's got to do some healing, and we're going to help her. Let's go. Like, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to you. Me too. I don't have anything else that I wanted to ask you. If you wanted to add something, you can, but I'm grateful.
Yeah. I'm grateful too, and I'm happy because I learned from everybody, but also I want to tell everybody in here. So obviously I'm going to throw some promo out there, like 2 seconds of it. You can follow my Instagram. I'll put on the comment section below, I'll comment with my Instagram, my website, and all that. So if you want to book a prior reading, please only come to me if you're really trying to heal, because all the money in the world, I don't give a shit. But if you're not healing, I don't even want to waste your time or mine. Let's work on healing, right? That's one thing. I do readings. I do spiritual healing boxes. But if you guys want to join an Angel Squad meeting or a Zoom meeting where you could heal for free, you don't have to pay for anything. I also post that on my YouTube. So if you want to follow my YouTube and all that as well, and whoever's on from my YouTube, also follow hers. And I just want to spread love, and I hope you guys can all learn to forgive everybody, because we're all on our own journey, and we're all just learning here. Okay, everybody's just learning, and we have to just accept things for what they are and stop bothering us. You know, don't think about the past, because it leaves you depressed. Don't think of the future, it keeps you anxious. Think about right now, and you will be at peace. Okay, you will be centered. Okay.
Thank you so much, Flo.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much, guys, for being in the room. Thank you for being a part of this. I'm going to leave all my info in the comment section below. I will see you guys later. Love and light to every single one of you. Love you guys. Angel Squad, love you guys. Love you.
Bye, Flo. Love and light.
Yeah, love and light, baby. I'll see you later. Bye.
What a beautiful spirit and a beautiful soul. When I'm going to ask her to text me her information, and I'm going to put it down in the description box of this video. You know, guys, as a celebrity blogger, And she's right, that does draw in a lot of negativity. Just the field that I decided to join in as far as this industry is concerned, the sector that I decided to join in, it brings about a lot of extra, just stress and drama for absolutely no reason. Um, and what I want to do is, like Flo was saying, create a dynamic so that there's a balance or something is positive. I've definitely done that. I feel like she touched on so many things that were just right on point. And then even with the forgiveness, that is going to be a work in progress for me with the forgiveness. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated with this situation. As soon as Flo sends me, Flo, go ahead and text me your social media profile stuff, like the whole description, and I'll stick it in the description box. As much as I am doing the celebrity blogging and it being in the negative part, could be in the negative part of this realm, I have to also look for things in my life that keep me grounded as a woman, as a human with a heart, and as a child of God. I am not I'm not without fault. I've been to jail. I've done a lot of stuff in my life has gone wrong. And I'm the type of person that I'm going to look for healing where I know I need to be healed. And I really appreciate you guys for joining me in this process. I wanted to show you guys that as much negativity as you can bring to yourself, you can also draw in positivity. And I definitely did that today with Flo. And like Rashida said, one day at a time. I love you guys all back. Thank you so much for joining me. And hopefully I can get like an update on where I am with Flo, like maybe in 3 months, a month and a half, 2-3 months, and just kind of see where I am with my process and, like that. In the meantime, hold on. Somebody wrote it down. Somebody wrote it down. I want to put this up before I go. Hold on. Uh-oh, I might not have it anymore. So somebody had actually written, oh yeah, it disappeared. Okay, so somebody had written a little bit of Flo social media information, but I will wait. I will wait until she sends it to me, and it will be in the description box of this video. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Peace and love. Love and light.